The arena lights dimmed to near darkness, and 40,000 souls held their collective breath. What we were about to witness would rewrite everything we thought we knew about combat sports. Jean-Claude Van Damme stood in the blue corner, his muscular frame glistening under the spotlight. The muscles from Brussels had shocked the world by accepting this challenge, a real fight. No cameras, no stunt coordinators, no second takes, just flesh, bone, and willpower. At 43, Van Damme carried the discipline of karate championships from his youth, that devastating spinning kick that had dropped opponents in tournaments across Europe before Hollywood discovered him. His flexibility was superhuman, his speed lightning quick, his technique refined through decades of traditional martial arts training. The man could execute splits between two chairs and throw kicks that defied physics. But this wasn't choreography anymore. This was combat in its purest, most unforgiving form. Across the canvas, Mike Tyson shadowboxed with that characteristic head movement, bobbing, weaving, a coiled serpent ready to strike. Iron Mike, the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history, the man who destroyed legends and broken spirits with his ferocious combinations. At 37, he'd seen everything inside a ring. His peekaboo style, taught by the legendary Customato, had terrorized a generation of fighters who thought they were ready for war. Those sledgehammer hooks could crumble concrete. Those uppercuts had sent grown men into different dimensions. Tyson possessed that rare combination of raw power and technical brilliance that separates good fighters from immortals. His psychological warfare began before the first punch. That dead-eyed stare, that predatory walk to the ring, the aura of inevitable violence.
The contrast was staggering. Van Damme, the flexible martial artist with kicks that could decapitate, versus Tyson, the compact destroyer whose hands were registered weapons. Style versus brutality, precision versus overwhelming force, Europe versus Brooklyn. The questions hung in the air like smoke. Could traditional martial arts survive against elite-level boxing? Would Van Damme's legs keep Tyson at bay, or would those legendary hooks find their mark? The opening bell shattered the tension like glass.
Van Damme circled cautiously, utilizing that martial arts footwork, staying light on his toes, maintaining distance like his life depended on it, because it did. Tyson pressed forward immediately. Pressure was his religion, forward movement his creed. The Belgian fired a testing low kick that smacked against Tyson's lead leg with a sickening thud that echoed through the arena. Mike's eyes narrowed. He'd faced everything in boxing rings across the world, but he'd never felt that kind of impact. The leg kick was foreign territory, a weapon from a different world. Van Damme followed with another, then a side kick to the midsection that kept the boxer at range. Round one belonged to the kicker, who kept the legendary puncher at bay with side kicks and lightning-fast jabs, moving like water whenever Tyson charged, circling away from that devastating left hook. Round two erupted differently. Tyson cut off the ring with veteran savvy, using angles that Van Damme had never encountered in point-fighting tournaments. The boxer trapped the martial artist against the ropes, eliminating the space Van Damme needed to operate. The first body shot landed, a left hook that sounded like a baseball bat hitting a side of beef. Van Damme's face contorted in pain, his abs offering little protection against Mike's malicious intent. Another combination followed, hands moving in blur-fast combinations that had destroyed Trevor Berbick and terrorized Larry Holmes. And suddenly, the action star was in survival mode, clinching desperately as the crowd roared with primal excitement.
The third round saw Van Damme adjust, using more movement, more angles, firing that low kick repeatedly. Tyson's lead leg was reddening, swelling, but each time the boxer got inside, he inflicted brutal damage to Van Damme's body, targeting the ribs with surgical precision. The fourth round was even, a war of attrition between two completely different fighting philosophies. The middle rounds became a chess match soaked in blood and sweat. Van Damme's legs were weapons of mass destruction, keeping Tyson honest, but each time the boxer got inside, he inflicted punishment that accumulated like compound interest. The fifth round saw Van Damme attempt his signature spinning back kick. the move that had won him European championships, the technique that had made him famous on screen. He rotated with balletic grace, his heel aimed at Tyson's temple. Tyson slipped it by millimeters, his defensive instincts honed through hundreds of rounds with the world's best, and countered with a right hand that traveled maybe 6 inches but carried the force of a car crash. Van Damme dropped to one knee, his equilibrium shattered, the crowd exploding. He rose at the count of 8, pride and warrior spirit refusing to let him quit. Round 6 was survival. Van Damme backpedaled, jabbed, kicked, moved, doing everything possible to recover. Tyson stalked him like a great white shark, sensing blood in the water, patient now, knowing the finish was inevitable.
The turning point arrived in round 7. Van Damme, battered but unbroken, caught Tyson rushing in with a perfectly timed push kick to the chest, a teep kick executed with desperation-fueled power. Mike stumbled backward, off balance for the first time all night. The martial artist pounced like a wounded tiger, finding one last burst of ferocity, unleashing a combination of punches and a roundhouse kick that opened a cut above Tyson's right eye. Blood streamed down the boxer's face. The crowd went absolutely berserk. For a moment, the impossible seemed possible. The 8th round saw both warriors trade respect for violence. Tyson's experience in deep waters showed. He'd been hurt before, had fought through adversity against Evander Holyfield, had survived wars. He pressed forward, absorbing kicks, eating jabs, walking through techniques that would have stopped lesser men. Van Damme's legs were fading now, the cumulative bodywork taking its toll, his kicks losing snap. The final round transformed into warfare. Both men, exhausted and bloodied, stood in the pocket trading bombs. Tyson's relentless pressure, that suffocating forward movement, finally overwhelmed Van Damme's fading legs. The martial artist threw one last desperate spinning kick. Tyson ducked under it, stepped in close, and unleashed the combination that would end the night, a crushing uppercut that snapped Van Damme's head back, followed immediately by a left hook that carried every ounce of malicious intent Iron Mike possessed. Van Damme crashed to the canvas like a demolished building. He didn't get up. Mike Tyson won by knockout at 2 minutes and 47 seconds of round 9, proving that elite boxing fundamentals, ring generalship, and calculated brutality can conquer even the most versatile martial artist. His ability to cut the ring, absorb punishment, and unleash devastating power when it mattered most made the difference. Van Damme fought with courage that earned eternal respect, but Tyson's experience in championship rounds proved insurmountable. Both warriors became legends that night, but only one left victorious.